Indiana Jones 5 is indeed happening, as it was confirmed by Disney a while ago. Okay, all I gotta say is, great. Finish what you started. I'm really excited to see Indiana Jones 5. But there is speculation on if it will be a sequel, a prequel, or a reboot. The most common type that was talked about was doing a reboot, and I honestly do not want to see a reboot, because if they did a reboot, then Indiana Jones 4 would be totally pointless. I enjoyed Indiana Jones 4, and I want them to continue the story, or because if they don't continue the story, then it's pretty much pointless to have in the whole saga. You know, like, didn't they make that movie so we could see young Indy progress and stuff like that? But to make a reboot, it'd just be starting over from scratch, and it'd just be kind of pointless to have Indiana Jones 4. So that was a possibility, and I do not want to see that, obviously, because, obviously, then, why didn't you just do it, starting from 4, doing a reboot from 4? So yeah, I do not want to see a reboot. I think that's a bad idea, recycling all, like, the continuity and stuff like that. No. Also talked about was doing a prequel, and I do not want to see a prequel, at all. Because we don't need a prequel. I think doing a prequel would ruin more backstory. The Last Crusade and the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles explains everything you need to know. We don't need to know any more than that. Last Crusade just showed how Indy got the hat, which we probably wanted to know. And then in the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, it shows some of his adventures and memories as a kid, and that's pretty much all we need to know about Indiana Jones. So I do not want to see a prequel. That'd be stupid, and once again, it would make Indiana Jones 4 pointless. Also talked about was doing a sequel, which I think is a great idea. I want them to progress from Indiana Jones 4. Chris Pratt can replace Shia LaBeouf as young Indy, aka Mutt. Of course, people were disappointed about doing a sequel because Harrison Ford would be old and it'd be in like the early 60s and it would be boring. But I think that problem could be fixed by casting Indiana Jones as Henry Jones's character, Sean Connery. So yeah, Chris Pratt could just carry all the okay. Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones, he could be like turned into like a communist or something like that, or turned into like his father's type, so he's kind of like stupid at some points, and then like Chris Pratt, who is Mutt, has to carry all the weight, and in the end, Chris Pratt is the new Indiana Jones because he became the hero and he carried all the dead weight. So then that could be a way to make the new Indiana Jones Chris Pratt. And then you can make the 6th episode, which would be like kind of like their last adventure, like the Lost City of Atlantis would be good for the 6th episode, because it'd be like such a big discovery, and that'd kind of be a good way to end it off. So that's all I gotta say about this. Yeah, I hope they do a sequel, continue the story from 4, finish what you started. That's all I gotta say. Bye.